Attention Megan McQuarrie, attention Megan. Having the same problem with the TV up here in the judges stand. Those wires that you were looking at last week. If you could give Jesse a call and let him know which ones they are. If not, if you could take a run up when you get a chance, please. Dougie McQuarrie, call the judges, please. Doug McQuarrie, call the judges, please. Correct time of day at 12:41, 1 o'clock is post time. 1 o'clock is post time on the first. Equipment changes have been announced. They've been posted with HPI. Ones of any significance this afternoon. That's over in race number 2, number 4, This Old Millie. Pencil in the driver, Campbell McIsaac. Campbell McIsaac. The driver on the 4, This Old Millie in the second. Over to race number 4, number 1, Eastward Old Fun, is scratched this afternoon at Vet Lane. Eastward Old Fun in the 4th, scratched. Six-dash Cardiff Racing here on tap this afternoon at the Inverness Raceway. Rotten Ronnie, after enjoying a very successful 3-year-old campaign, makes his 4-year-old debut this afternoon. In the winner's over, they go for 1,700. Rotten Ronnie drew the rail. Redmond Doucette is up. 2, East Coast Invader. Doug McQuarrie is back on board. Number 3, Better Than Butter, jumps up in class this afternoon. He'll challenge the big boys, a winner last week in 57 4/5. Number 4, Intended Royalty. The winner last week in the winner's over. For Redmond Doucette this afternoon, Danny Gillis gets the drive. Redmond Doucette on the 1, Rotten Ronnie. And scoring 5 on the outside is Thunder Alley. Campbell McIsaac in the sulky. field of 5 to go for 1,700. That's in race number 6, the finale. On this afternoon's card of racing, 50-50 here at the Inverness Raceway. The best in the Maritimes. Cash or e-transfer to Trish Poirier at PoirierPaid70@gmail.com. Tickets also available. DF or Beaton Service Center in Port Hood. Cayley Fisherman's Quad in Port Hood. And you can get them Tuesday evening at Bingo here at the Inverness Raceway. Draw every Sunday afternoon upon completion of the second last race on the day. Last week's winner, Harry O. Harry O was last week's winner. I think it was around 1,700 last week. For those of you just arriving, quickly go over the changes for this afternoon's card of racing. Equipment change in the first, number 2, Pete and Tommy. Off with the straight over check. Off with the closed bridle, he goes to can't see back bridle. He adds a Murphy blind on the right-hand side. And he adds a bar bit. Number 6, Lofty Shadow in the first. Off with the closed bridle, he goes to a can't see back bridle. Over to race number 2, first and the early, Daily Double. Number 2, Windermere Best Man. Off with the mini bit, he goes to a straight bit. Off the ear hood, and he adds ear plugs. Takes off the spreaders, and he puts on a Tony Morgan spreader. Number 4, This Old Millie. Campbell McIsaac. Campbell McIsaac is the driver. Number 6, Dashpedia. Off of the Woodward Cups, he goes to an open bridle. And number 6, Dashpedia racing this afternoon with the hobbles on Dashpedia in the second. Over to race number 3, number 1, Canaran Fame. Takes off the closed bridle, it goes to an open. And a hood with the cups. Number 2, Opie's Life's Line. Off with the blinds, and he adds an open eye blind. Number 7, PH Powerful, and in the third, goes from a closed to an open bridle. Takes off the chin chain, and he adds a straight over check. Number 1 in the fourth, Eastward O'Fun is scratched this afternoon, a vet scratch lane. Number 4, What Mocks Me Win. Off with the Woodward Cups, and he goes to an open bridle. And he puts a Murphy blind on the left-hand side. Races 5 and 6. They're going as programmed. 5th and 6th. They go as programmed. Once again, any driver changes or scratches, just one driver changed this afternoon. Number 4, This Old Millie in the second. Campbell McIsaac is up. And a race number 4, number 1, Eastward O'Fun is scratched. A vet lane. Entries will be making their way from the paddock area shortly on their way to post parade. Entries for the first. Moving down the backside on their way to post parade. Here for the first. Now parading from the lower turn are the entries here in the first classification. Downwaters 1 and 2 parimutuel races life. They go for first 900. The one is Cougar's Bear, owned by Jenna McCachran. She shares ownership with the trainer Brian McGinnis in the sulky. It's a Rodney Gillis. 2 Peepin' Tommy, owned by Kimberly Eaton, conditioned by Evan Gillis. Doug McQuarrie is up driving. 3 is JG's Jumanji, owned and trained by Gussie McLean. Campbell McIsaac at the lines. 4 Force Fire, the 14-year-old mare, owned and trained by Harold McLean. Zach Mullins is up. Up in post position 5, Divide, owned by Beverly McIsaac. She shares ownership with the trainer driver Donald B. Gillis. That's Danny Gillis in the sulky. 6 Lofty Shadow, owned by Avery Frazier, Dylan McLean, Charles Frazier conditions. Redmond Doucette is up. And rounding out the field here, number 7, Smile for Me, Sarah, owned by Cameron McIsaac, or Cameron McCachran. He shares ownership with the trainer Malcolm McCacken. Lewis McDonnell does the driving. Entries having 2 scores and moving to the starting gate. Your officials for this afternoon's card of racing. Our paddock judge is Linda Gillis. Our starter is Joe Garrett. And the judges stand this afternoon. Presiding judge is Danny McKinnon. Associate judges this afternoon, Danny Dowie and a Karen Hocko. On photo finish, Dean Winters. On photo patrol, Isaac Poirier. Our timer, Carter McDonald. Our charter is Shannon McLean. And our track manager is Megan McQuarrie. The entries on the way back, second and final score. Down to 2 minutes on post time, 2 to go. It's your last chance at the windows. Entries called up to the gate. Entries for the first being collected by your starter. Entries moving on the stable turn here in the first classification. Non-winners 1 and 2 parimutuel races lifetime. They go for first 900. Cougars Bear on the rail and Rodney Gillis. Two Peepin' Tommy, Doug McQuarrie. JG's Jumanji. Campbell McIsaac, Force of Fire and Zach Mullins. Divide and Danny Gillis. Lofty Shadow and Redmond Doucette in the backfield. Smile for Me, Sarah. That'll Lewis Macton out. Outfield is 7 here in the first, down off of the gate and away in Force of Fire. Heads out for the lead, second on the outside, that is Divide up here in 3, Peepin' Tommy. Yeah, to 4. On the outside, that is Smile for Me, Sarah. 5 on the outside, Lofty Shadow. In 6 at the rail, Cougars Bear, and in the backfield, that's JG's Jumanji. On toward the opening quarter now, and Danny Gillis gets the 3-year-old rock and roll dance Divide. Up front, setting the fractions. Driving in the 2-hole there, that is Force of Fire. 29 1/5 past the opening quarter. There's a gap of 8. in third at the rail. They're off the top turn to the half mile. 2-horse breakaway here on the field. Divide is up front. Second, that is Force of Fire. Then a gap of 12 to Peepin' Tommy. Smile for Me, Sarah. Cougar's Bear is on the move. Lottie Shadow is going to follow him in the backfield. It's JG's Jumanji. Down the backside, 3/4 up and coming in the half mile, 58 4/5. Divide is running away on the field. Second, Force of Fire. Smile for Me, Sarah is third. Peepin' Tommy is fourth. Lofty Shadow in at the rail, fifth. Cougar's Bear is out 6 on the outside in the backfield. It's JG's Jumanji. 128 2/5 by 20 up front. This race is all over. Cooled and the whole works. The fight here is going to be for second. Force of Fire is going backwards off the turn. Divide, an easy winner here. Force of Fire trying to hang on. Peepin' Tommy's coming. Here's Lofty Shadow. Lofty Shadow for second. Peepin' Tommy is third. Good race winning trip, 157 2/5. Divide here in the first. Unofficially 5, 6, 2, and 4. Divide the winner, Lofty Shadow. Finished second. Peepin' Tommy was third, and Force of Fire finished up 4. Heading back to the race one's winner circle, 3-year-old big pacing filly by a rock and roll dance. And the Some Beat Somewhere mare, Geometry, owned by Beverly McIsaac at a Fairview, Prince Edward Island. She shares ownership with the trainer driver, Danny Gillis. Going wire to wire, good race winning trip. 157 and 2/5. That becomes a new lifetime mark for the 3-year-old filly. New lifetime mark, 157 and 2/5. Nice looking filly, Danny. And the first official Cougars Bear was 5. Peepin' Tommy 3. JG's Jumanji 7. Force Fire 4. Divide the Winner. Lofty Shadow 2nd. Smile for Me Sarah was 6. By the quarter, 29 and 1. The half, 58 and 4. 3/4, 128 and 2. 157 and 2/5. Top the program. In review, 537-412, then 6 on the bottom, 157 and 2/5, 3-year-old filly. Divide. That's a new lifetime mark. And across the board, 230, 210, and 210. Place entry number 6, Lofty Shadow. 510 and 290. No shows on the 2, Peepin' Tommy. Exact combination 5 and 6. $7.30, 5, 6, and 2. Triact combination of returns $65 even. Up and coming in the second, equipment change has been posted for the 2, Windermere Best Man, and the 6 Dashpedia. Number 4, This Old Millie in the second. Campbell McIsaac does the driving. Race number 2, first end of the early daily double, Quinella and Triact wagering. Race number 3, second end, the early double, equipment changes on 1, 2, and 7. Canaran Fame, Opie's Lifeline, and PH Powerful. They're posted in the parimutuel area. Over to race number 4. Equipment change posted for the 4. What Mocks Me Win. Number 1 in the 4th. Eastward O'Fun is scratched this afternoon. Vet Lane. Races 5 and 6. They go as programmed. 50/50 on sale here this afternoon. Last week's winner, 1,700 to Harry O. They're in the paddock area now. They'll be over here in the parimutuel area shortly. We'll draw upon completion of race number 5. 50/50 on sale here at the Inverness Raceway. From the lower turn, parading entries here in the second classification, non-winners 801, they go for 1,300. What AB's Future? Alex McDonald for G.G. Stone and Max Stable. 2 Windermere and Best Man owned by Simon Poirier and Chad McDonnell. Redmond do set up. The 3 Makes Me Stupid owned by Anthony Beaton. Joe Poirier drives. The 4 is This Old Millie. Campbell McIsaac this afternoon for Charlie Frazier. The 5 Doc's Ron Henry. Rodney Gillis in the sulky and the 6-Pedia. Doug McQuarrie drives for Jacob and Ryan Copley. They share ownership with the trainer, Evan Gillis. Note the 6-Pedia racing this afternoon with hobbles. Entries up, second and final score. Down to 3 now, 3 to go. Down to 2 minutes now, 2 to go. Entries called up to the gate. Entries for the second. In the hands of your starter. Entries for the second, first and the early daily double, moving on the stable turn. Classification now winners 801 last 5, also eligible $6,500 claiming. They go for $1,300. AB's Future, Windermere Best Man, makes me stupid. This old Millie, Doc's Ron Henry, and Dashpedia. Field of 6 all on gate. Race 2 for the Inverness Raceway. Down off the gate away. Windermere best man. Heads out for the lead. AB's Future driving second up here. Third, that is Makes Me Stupid. A gap at 3. Then This Old Millie on the outside and 5 Dashpedia. At the backfield, that is the 11-year-old Doc's Ron Henry. Stretched out single file passing the opening turn. And the quarter, that is Windermere best man. Up front from the lead, driving second, AB's Future. Yeah, third is Makes Me Stupid. 29 and 4/5. Up here in 4, that is This Old Millie. From 5 Dashpedia in the backfield, and on the move, that is Doc's Ron Henry. The field of 6 comes to the half mile with the 4-year-old Malicious Windermere best man by 2. Up front on the lead. AB's Future is second. Makes Me Stupid. Right there on a helmet third. The 1 AB's Future goes to a break. Makes Me Stupid goes around him. They're down the backside. Makes Me Stupid in the 2-hole is gaining ground up here on Windermere best man. He's still up front by 2.5. Windermere best man Makes Me Stupid. This Old Millie up here in third from 4 in at the rail. That is Dashpedia and Doc's Ron Henry pulled up in the backfield. That is AB's Future. 3/4, 1:31 after a half mile of 1 minute and 1/5, and Windermere best man has to go back on. By Redmond Doucette, he's still up front by 3. Makes Me Stupid is here second. This Old Millie is coming. Windermere best man to win it. Makes Me Stupid is second. This Old Millie up for third. Two minutes, 2/5, 2 minutes, 2/5. Wire to wire, 4-year-old Windermere best man. Happy birthday wishes going out to Kenny in the test barn. Happy birthday, Kenny. Heading back to race number 2's Winter Circle is the 4-year-old by Peace and Gelding by Militia, said the Art Escape mare, Art Blanchet. Owned by Simon Poirier and Chad McDonnell. Stan Harper Jr. does the conditioning in the sulky. It's Redmond Doucette going wire to wire. 2 minutes, 2/5. This is 4-year-old Windermere Best Man. And the second official, the 1AB's Future did not finish. Broken equipment, broken hobble. Windermere Best Man, the winner. Makes Me Stupid, second. This Old Millie, third. Doxron Henry, 5. Dashpedia was 4. By the quarter, 29-4. The half, a minute and a fifth. 1:31 by the 3/4, 2 minutes, 2/5. Topped the program, did not finish. Broken equipment. 1, 2, 3, 5, then 4 on the bottom. 2 minutes, 2/5. For 4-year-old Windermere Best Man. First win on the 2022 harness racing season. Across the board for the winner. Windermere Best Man, 370, 230, and 270. Place entry number 3, Makes Me Stupid. No place tickets, no show tickets. Showing the 4, this Old Millie, $4 even. 2-3 Quinella, $12.10, $12.10. 2-3 or a 3-2 Quinella. Tracked combination 2-3-4. $126.60. $126.60. Up and coming in the third. Second and the early daily double. Field of 7. Equipment changes on the 1, 2, and 7. Canaran Fame, Opie's Lifeline, and PH Powerful. They've been posted in the parimutuel area. Over in race number 4, scratch the 1, Eastward All Fun. He's a vet lame. And number 4, What Mocks Me Rent. Equipment change has been posted. 50-50 on sale here this afternoon. We'll draw after race number 5. Race 5 is okay. The 6th is our winners over this afternoon. Rotten Ronnie makes his 4-year-old debut here this afternoon, scoring on the rail. For Redmond Doucette, he qualified in 2:01 1/5. East Coast Invader and Doug McQuarrie, he's back on board at a post 2. Better Than Butter moves up in class. Zach Mullins back at the lines. A winner last week in 57-4. Intended Royalty. He won our feature last week in 58. And Thunder Alley. And Campbell McIsaac, he scores on the outside. Field of 5, they go for 1,700. The feature winner's over. That's in the finale this afternoon. Entries moving down the backside, moving towards Post Parade here in the third. Exacta, Triacta, Win Place and Show Wagering here for the third. Now parading from the lower turn are the entries here in the third. Second in the early daily double. Exacta, Triacta, Win Place and Show Wagering. Classification downwinners 451 last 5. They go for purse 975. Canaran Fame on the rail racing free-legged. And he did race free-legged last week. Owned by Damien and Donald McClellan. Andrew McLean is up. 2 Opie's Life's Line. Joe Poirier for Madison Poirier. 3 Tucker's Best. Owned and bred by Paul McLean. Charles Frazier's the trainer. Rodney Gillis out. 4 Rankinville Seamus. Owner trainer driver Sandy McNeil. 5 Miss Chili Pepper and owner trainer driver Tim Gillis. The 6 is Buttons. Doug McQuarrie this afternoon. He gets the call for Anthony Beaton. And rounding out the field is the 7 PH Powerful 13-year-old Lismera mare. Stan Harper does the conditioning. The owner driver is Lenny Hanscombe. Field of 7 here in the third, going to post in 4 minutes at the windows. It's your last chance at the windows. Starting gate on the move, collecting your starters. Earful of the dirt. Entries for the third. Moving on the stable turn. Classification dominators 451 last 5. They go for purse 975. Free-legged pacing Canaran Fame and Andrew McLean scoring on the rail. 2 is Opie's Lifeline. And Joe Poirier. Tucker's Best at a 3 and Rodney Gillis. Rankinville Seamus and Sandy McNeil. Miss Chili Pepper and Tim Gillis. Buttons Doug McQuarrie in the backfield. PH Powerful. And Lenny Hanscombe. Field of 7 comes through the lane. 4 Rankinville Seamus a bit gapped off down off of the gate and away, and Tucker's Best heading out along with Opie's Lifeline. Into the first turn now at Opie's Lifeline. Comes away from the lead. Second here on the outside. Going to have to duck in the 2 hole. That is Tucker's Best. Driving up third, free-legged pacing Canaran Fame. He had 4 Buttons left well. Up here in 5, PH Powerful. From 6, Rankinville Seamus in the backfield. That's Miss Chili Pepper. Everybody has a seat now. They've passed the opening quarter and Opie's Lifeline. And Joe Poirier up front on the lead after an opening quarter, 29 2/5. Driving second. That's Tucker's Best. Up here third, Canaran Fame from 4. At Buttons. He had a 5. PH Powerful. He had a 6. Rankinville Seamus in the backfield. It's Miss Chili Pepper. We're on to the 5/8 turn. Boldly here on the outside. Tucker's Best. Up to challenge Opie's Lifeline. He's not around him yet. And Tucker's Best, the 8-year-old articulator mare, has a nose out front in at the rail. That is Opie's Lifeline, a gap of 3. The free-legged pacing. Canaran Fame, the half was 1 minute and 3/5. We're by the 3/4 here now. Tucker's Best is a half a length out in front. Opie's Lifeline's coming back on. Here's Canaran Fame. Up here on the outside. At a Rankinville Seamus. They're off the top turn and driving through the lanes now. And free-legged pacing Canaran Fame in at the rail on the outside. Rankinville Seamus driving to the mile now. Canaran Fame up to win it. Rankinville Seamus second. Tucker's Best up here for third. Two oh two and 2/5, 202 and 2/5. Judges' inquiry on the dash. Please hold all tickets. Judges' inquiry approaching the half mile on the 7 PH Powerful possible pylon violation. Arriving in the race 3 winner circle is the 13-year-old Bay Pacing Gelding by Apache Fame. And the Albatross mare Across the Sky. Damian McClellan, out of Inverness, shares ownership with the trainer Donald McClellan. Free-legged pacing, 13-year-old Canaran Fame. Race winning trip, 202 and 2/5. Picks up win number 31 on his career. The judge's inquiry, possible pylon violation of the 7 PH Powerful approaching the half mile. Number 7, PH Powerful, was inside one pylon. In this instance, no violation. And the third official, Canaran Fame, the winner. Opie's Lifeline was 4. Tucker's Best 3. Rankinville Seamus second. Miss Chili Pepper, Dead Heat for 6. Botton's 5. PH Powerful, Dead Heat for 6. By the quarter, 29 and 2. The half, a minute 3/5. 3 quarters, 1:31 and 1. Race winning trip, 2:02 and 2/5. Top the program in review. 1, 4, 3, 2, Dead Heat 6, 5, Dead Heat 6 on the bottom. 2:02 and 2/5. 13-year-old Canaran Fame and Andrew McLean. Across the board, $11 each, 62.10. Place entry number 4, Rankinville Seamus, $6.50 and 2.10. The show entry number 3, Tucker's Best, $2.10. Daily double combination, $26.40. The exacta, 1 and 4, returns $60.80. And the triacta combination, 1, 4, and 3, it returns $60.10. Up and coming in the 4th, Scratch the 1, Eastward Old Fun, Scratch Vet Lane. Number 4, What Mocks Me Win. Off at the Hoodwood Cups, and he goes to an open bridle, and he puts a Murphy blind on the left-hand side. $50.50 on sale this afternoon. Will draw upon completion of the 5th. Entries moving down the backside on towards Post Parade here for the fourth. Now parading from the lower turn, the entries here in the fourth. Classification downwater 601 last 5. Also eligible $4,500 claiming. They go for 1,100. The 1, Eastward of Fun, is out. 2, Southwest Bliss. Owned and trained by A.D. McDonald. Andrew McLean up. 3, Credit to Burn, owned by Mitch McLean. He shares ownership with the trainer, Brady McDougall. Rodney Gillis up. The 4, What Walks We Win. Zach Mullins. 5, Playing for Keeps. Doug McQuarrie for Zach Mullins and Stuart McKinnon. 6, Miss Dynamite Dino by Colin and Marie McLeod. Redmond do set up. Rounding out the field, number 7, OK Gladiator. Gerard Kennedy for Brian Tracy, Derek Whalen, and the trainer is Donald Kennedy. Entries having 2 scores. We're down to 4 minutes now. 4 to go. Test, test. Entries up, second and final score. Down to 2 now, 2 to go. Entries called up to the gate. Entries for the fourth in the hands of your starter. Entries moving on the stable turn. Take out the one Eastward All Fun. Southwest Bliss and Andrew McLean. Credit to Byrne and Rodney Gillis. What Boxby win? Zach Mullins playing for keeps and Doug McQuarrie. Miss Dynamite D and a Redmond Doucet on the outside. And in the backfield, it's OK Gladiator and Gerard Kennedy. He's on the run. Field of six come through the lanes here in the fourth. Yeah. Now for the gate and away. And what Boxby win? Heads out looking for the lead. Southwest Bliss in at the rail is second. Driving up here third. That is credit to Byrne. You get a 4 playing for keeps up in 5. Miss Dynamite D catching up with the field now. That is OK Gladiator. Heading past an opening quarter now. And what Boxby win? Up front down the lead. Southwest Bliss is second. Grabbing on here third. That is credit to Byrne. Playing for keeps Miss Dynamite D. And then OK Gladiator, 30 and 4 past the opening station. Passing 3/8 turn, the half mile up and coming. Your pace setter, what Boxby win? The 9-year-old Mach 3 is up front, setting the fraction second. Right there on his helmet, second. Southwest Bliss, third on the outside is credit to Byrne. Playing for keeps, going to follow him in at the rail, Miss Dynamite D, and then OK Gladiator, the half mile, 1:02 and 1/5. They'll step it up now, up front on the lead. What Boxby win? Still up front on the lead. He's up by 2 now. Southwest Bliss is second. Credit to Byrne is third on the outside. Playing for keeps, 4 and on the outside. And at the rail in 5, that is Miss Dynamite D. Then OK Gladiator. 3/4, 1:32 and 1/5. What Boxby win? Still up front down the lead. Playing for keeps coming here on the far outside. Racing through the lanes now. What Boxby win? You're going to get a run here from Southwest Bliss, but what Boxby win? Up to win it. Second, Southwest Bliss. Third, that's Miss Dynamite D. .202, wire to wire, 9-year-old mare. What Boxby win? Unofficially 4-2-6-3. Heading back to the race 4's winner circle is the 9-year-old Bay Pacing mare by Mach 3. At the Camlock mare, Feisty Form. Owned, trained, and driven by Zach Mullins. Win number 1 on the year, win number 18 on her career. A wire-to-wire 202 score. This is 9-year-old What Mocks Me Win. Congratulations, Zach. Last call for the 50-50. And the 4th official, Eastward Old Fun was scratched. Southwest Bliss was second. Credit to Burn 4. What Mocks Me Win. The winner playing for keeps 5. Miss Dynamite D 3. But OK Gladiator was 6. 30-4, 102-1, 132-1. Race winning trip 202. Top the program, scratch 241, 5-3. Then 6 on the bottom, 202. For 9-year-old Bear, What Mocks Me Win. And Zach Mullins across the board, 620, 780, 340. Place entry number 2, Southwest Bliss, 1420 and 530. Show entry number 6, Miss Dynamite D, $3. Quinella combination 2 and 4, 2260. Track combination 4, 2 and 6, $129.10. Up and coming in the 5th. Field of 6 entries going as programmed. First half of the late daily double. Race 6, it's all clear. Last call for the 50-50. We're at 1,600. 1,600. It's your last call. Upon completion here in the fifth, we'll get the winning driver to draw our 50-50. We're at 1,600.
Universal Media Sports and Entertainment.
Entries moving down the backside on the way to Post Parade here for the fifth. Next card of racing here at the Inverness Raceway goes to post next Sunday afternoon, and 1 o'clock is our post time. 1 o'clock post time on Sunday afternoon here at the Inverness Raceway. Now parading from the lower turn are the entries here in the fifth. First in the late double. Exacta, Triacta, Win Place, and Show Wagering. The waters win beer don't matter. Malcolm McCacken shares ownership with the trainer Alex Sutherland Jr. in the sulky. It's Lewis backed it out. Donald Kennedy conditions the 2, Rock'em Sock'em Scott. For owner-driver, Gerard Kennedy. The 3, really magnified for owner-trainer-driver, Zach Mullins. The 4, JG's Fireball. Owned and trained by Gussie McLean. Campbell McIsaac back on board. The 5, Mr. Big Top, owned by Stacy Robinson. Evan Gillis conditions Doug McQuarrie in the sulky. Rounding out the field, number 6, Brookdale Buster, owned by Julie McPherson. And Ryder McLean, Andrew McLean, does the driving. Entries having 2 scores. 6 minutes on post now, 6 to go. Down to 2 minutes, now 2 to go. Entries for the 5th in the hands of the starter. Last call for the 50-50. Entries for the 5th. First half of the late double. Moving on the stable turn classification. Now winners of 1,001 last 5 also eligible. $8,500 claiming. Windmere Don't Matter and Lewis backed it out. Scoring on the rail, Rockham, Sock'em Scott, and Gerard Kennedy, Regally Magnified. And Zach Mullins. JG's Fireball, Campbell McIsaac, Mr. Big Top. Doug McQuarrie and Brookdale Boster. And Andrew McLean. Field of 6. All up and on gate, good start. Race 5 from the Inverness Raceway. Down off the gate and away, and Windmere Don't Matter. Up front on the lead, driving out here second. That is Regally Magnified. In here third, Rockham, Sock'em Scott. 4 on the outside, JG's Fireball and Campbell McIsaac down toward the opening quarter now. And a Windmere Don't Matter is going to have company here on the outside, and JG's Fireball and Campbell McIsaac. Driving up here, third in at the rail tight, that is Rockham, Sock'em Scott. Need a 4, Regally Magnified. Heading past the 3/8 turn, the half mile up and coming, 29 1/5 by the opening station. And the 4-year-old JG's Fireball is up front on the lead. Windmere Don't Matter is second. Rockham, Sock'em Scott is third, Regally Magnified. Up here on the outside, he's up to challenge the leader now. Mr. Big Top's going to follow him in the backfield. It's Brookdale Boster. A half mile, 59 2/5, JG's Fireball. Up front on the lead, Regally Magnified. Second here on the outside, in third at the rail. That is Windmere Don't Matter. Need a 4, Rockham, Sock'em Scott. Up here in 5, that's Mr. Big Top. And then Brookdale Boster. Stable turn, second and final time. JG's Fireball is still up front on the lead, 129 1/5. Windmere Don't Matter back in at the rail is second. Regally Magnified is third. Mr. Big Top. Rockham, Sock'em Scott has plenty of horse if he could get out through the lanes here, and JG's Fireball up to win it for second. Regally Magnified. Windmere Don't Matter is third. $159 2/5. JG's Fireball here in the 5th. We're going to draw a trackside for the 50-50 here this afternoon. The winning driver, Campbell McIsaac, will make the draw for us. Heading back to the race 5's Water Circle is the 4-year-old Bay Pacing mare by Image of Dawn. Had the Too Funny for Words mare, Acting Normal. Owned and trained by Gussie McLean. He had a Port Hood. Campbell McIsaac in the sulky. 2 for 2 on the year here at the Inverness Raceway. This time 159 2/5. In the Water Circle, this is 4-year-old JG's Fireball. Fifth official, Windmere Don't Matter, was 3. Rock'em Sock'em Scott was 6. Regally Magnified was 2nd. JG's Fireball, the winner. Mr. Big Top was 4, and Brookdale Boster was 5. 29-1, 59-2. 129-1, 159-2. Top the program in review, 362, 14, then 5 on the bottom. Across the board, 530, 220, 210. Place entry, the 4, Regally Magnified, 210 at 210. Show entry, the 1, Windmere Don't Matter, 220. Exacta combination, 4 and 3, $39.30. 4, 3, and 1 try, $58.80. Up and coming in the 6th, second end of the late daily double. It's the winner's over. They go for 1,700. Rotten Ronnie, East Coast Invader, Better Than Butter, Intended Royalty, and Thunder Alley. That's up and coming here in the 6th. Winner of the 50-50 here at the Inverness Raceway, $1,687. Denise Stewart, Inverness. Denise Stewart, Inverness, $1,687. Next card of racing here at the Inverness Raceway goes to post next Sunday afternoon, 1 o'clock is post time. Field of 5 for the winners over, moving down the backside on towards Post Parade. Now parading from the lower turn there, the entries here in the 6th, winners over. They go for purse 1,700. Quinella Triacta, win place and show wagering. Number 1 is Rotten Ronnie, a 4-year-old, owned by Andy Stewart. Conditioned by Lennon McIsaac. Andy Stewart shares ownership with the driver, Redmond Doucette. Todd Sutherland shares ownership with the trainer, Monica Sutherland, in the sulky, Doug McQuarrie. Zach Mullins drives for conditioner Alex McQuarrie. The owner is Walter Daigle. The 3 is Better Than Butter. The 4, last week's winner, Intended Royalty, an 11-year-old, no pan intended. Owned by Eddie Copley here in Inverness. He shares ownership with the trainer, Randy Copley, in the sulky this afternoon. It's Danny Gillis. And rounding out the field, number 5, Thunder Alley, owned by Rolly Beaumont, trained by Ricky Beaumont. Back in the sulky this afternoon, Campbell McIsaac. Field of 5 and the winner's over. They go for 1,700 in 5 minutes. Winner of the 50-50, Denise Stewart, $1,687. Entries up, second and final score. We're down to 3 minutes now. 3 minutes post time here for the 6th. It's your last chance at the windows. Entries called up to the gate. Entries for the finale. The winner's over. Now in the hands of your starter, Rotten Ronnie. Scoring on the rail here this afternoon, makes his 4-year-old debut after pocketing just shy of 44,000 last year, a winner of 6. Paced a mile as a 3-year-old and 153 3/5. A track record at the Northside Downs. East Coast Invader comes at the feature last week. He finished 3rd. Better Than Butter, Walter Daigle's 4-year-old Westward Old Hanover. He jumps up in class for Zach Mullins here this afternoon. He paced a mile last week in a 157-4. Last week's winner, Intended Royalty. Danny Gillis gets the call this afternoon. And rounding out the field, Thunder Alley, runner-up in our feature winners over last week. The top of the stretch at the Inverness Raceway. Race number 6, the feature winners over. They go for 1,700. A bunch of levers in here, and Better Than Butter heads out looking for the lead. Rotten Ronnie is in at the rail, driving up here. 3rd, East Coast Invader. Heading down the backside toward the opening quarter now. Rotten Ronnie and Redmond Doucette. They want to set the fractions. Better Than Butter and Zach Mullins pull back in the 2-hole. Up here 3rd, East Coast Invader. You get a 4, that is Intended Royalty in the back. It's Thunder Alley. Opening quarter, it's the Bullet this afternoon, 28 3/5, and Rotten Ronnie gets a breather up front here on the lead, driving 2nd. Better Than Butter, East Coast Invader is 3rd. Intended Royalty up in 4 to 5, that is Thunder Alley. Still no right lines, heading towards the 5/8 turn, and Rotten Ronnie up front on the lead, driving here 2nd, Better Than Butter. A gap of 2 to East Coast Invader, Intended Royalty, and Thunder Alley. 58 3/5. Second quarter, 30 seconds. Rotten Ronnie opens it up on the field. Better Than Butter second. Here's Intended Royalty starting to get in gear from the backfield. Stable turn second and final time. They were down by the 3/4, 128 1/5, and Rotten Ronnie has the field by 7. Second Intended Royalty, Thunder Alley, East Coast Invader, and Better Than Butter through the lanes. Rotten Ronnie up to win it easily. Intended Royalty second. Thunder Alley up here for third. .157 1/5. Rotten Ronnie wire to wire here in the sixth. Heading back to the race 6 winner circle is the 4-year-old Brown Pacing horse by Malicious. And the Brandon's Cowboy mare, Victory Cry. Owned by Andy Stewart out of Inverness. Shares ownership with the driver, Redmond Doucette. This horse was bred by Cheryl Doddington out of Nova Scotia. Lennon McIsaac does the conditioning. Redmond Doucette up his second winner on the afternoon, making his 4-year-old debut, a successful one. Going wire to wire, winning easily. 157 1/5 in the winner's enclosure. This is 4-year-old Rotten Ronnie. Sixth official, Rotten Ronnie the winner. East Coast Invader 4, Better Than Botter 5, Intended Royalty 2nd, Thunder Alley 3. By the quarter, 28-3. The half, 58-3. 3 quarters, 128-1. Race winning trip, 157 1/5. Top the program, 145-2. Then 3 on the bottom. 157 1/5 wire to wire. Rotten Ronnie, Redmond Doucette, second winner on the program. And across the board for the winner, 270, 210, and 210 place entry. The 4, Intended Royalty, 240, 230. No shows on the 5, Thunder Alley. 1-4, Quinella, 460. The double come back, 340. Track to combination 1, 4, and 5, $24.30. Next card of racing here at the Inverness Raceway goes to post next Sunday afternoon. 1 o'clock is our post time. Until then, take your time and have a safe and pleasant drive home. Good afternoon.